What is a vampire? There are almost as many different characteristics of vampires as there are vampire legends. But the main characteristic of vampires is they drink human blood. They typically drain their victims' blood using their sharp fangs, killing them and turning them into vampires. In general, vampires hunt at night since sunlight weakens their powers. Some may have the ability to morph into a bat or a wolf. Vampires have super strength and often have a hypnotic, sensual effect on their victims. They can't see their image in a mirror and cast no shadows. The first vampire may be traced to Greek mythology in the story of a young Italian man named Ambrogio and the love of his life, Selina. The story includes many features of mainstream vampire tales such as passion, blood-sucking, and extreme sun sensitivity. According to the myth, Ambrogio fell in love with Selina after visiting the legendary oracle in the temple of Apollo, the sun god. He asked her to marry him, but little did he know the jealous Apollo wanted her for his own. Apollo cursed Ambrogio by causing his skin to burn whenever it was exposed to sunlight. In desperation, Ambrogio turned to Hades, the god of the underworld, and then Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, for help. After stealing Artemis's silver bow to fulfill a deal made with Hades, Artemis cursed Ambrogio so silver would burn his skin. She later took pity on him, though, and gave him super strength, immortality, and fangs to kill beasts to use their blood to write love poems to Selina. Eventually, the mortal Selina escaped Apollo's grasp and reunited with the immortal Ambrogio. Artemis told Ambrogio he could make Selina immortal by drinking her blood, which would kill her body but make her spirit live on. Their combined blood could then turn anyone who drank it into a vampire.
Author of Dracula. Bram, which one was the original version?
You mean the one in 1897? That's the original one.
Can you talk to us a little bit about that version?
Yes.
Oh, that was awful.
That's good. Keep it. Vlad Dracula was from Wallachia, which was former Transylvania, and that is where Dracula in the book is from. He's from Transylvania, not Wallachia, like the inspiration. Yes.
What's the theme of Dracula?
Well, there's a very sexual theme. You know, vampires penetrating people in the neck. You know, the innocent Lucy and blood. Dracula, you know, he's a very attractive man. Some of those voluptuous women, and well, you see, the characters, they're attracted to the idea and repulsed by the blood-sucked it may seem, a bit like sexual repression. Like, why is Jonathan attracted to those women all the time so much? It, it's having your blood sucked. It was described. I described it as illicit and sexual repression like feeling, and that's it.
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
You're welcome. Another theme is addiction. Vampires, they're addicted to blood. And it's a drug. They get like a high from it, and it's they're dead though. So it's like, drugs are bad. Stop that. Another theme is supernatural. Dracula he's a monster, and you don't really know what he is at first or what's going on in Transylvania, but you have a suspicion something's not right, and that's good storytelling.
Alright guys, I think I escaped. There's this dude, he's really pale. He had long teeth, he was chasing me, he was talking about blood.
Brianna Shamlin, Caroline Smith to Mr. Henson's office. Brianna Shamlin.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Dracula is the immortal being, and he's a big part of the book, and he only appears very little in the book, but he has a very dominating presence, and that's what he wants to do. He's a predator. He preys on people like Jonathan. He wants London, and he's deceptive. He deceives people, and that's how he's gonna dominate them and drink their blood. And he doesn't think he can be killed because he's so proud of himself because he thinks he's immortal.
Jonathan Harker is a lawyer, and he went to Dracula's castle to try and sell him a house in London, and he feels like he's trapped in the castle. He thinks Dracula's very weird because he does unusual things. He's pretty young, and the woman that he's engaged to, he ends up marrying, and her name is Mina Harker.
John Seward was an administrator of an insane asylum. He conducted experiments on a patient named Renfield to learn more about the nature of life-consuming psychosis.